2 minutes, I reckon we get through all them.
2 minutes. What, just me and you?
Yeah. If we're struggling, after a minute, if we're struggling, Tom has to join.
You can tag me in. You can tag me in.
After a minute.
So you count your dad, and you count your brother.
What, it counts as one, Will?
No, that don't count as one.
Count. Ready? Ready?
Right, go on in.
Ready?
Go. Having a prawn cracker off.
Who's counting? Yeah, who's counting?
Who's counting? They're counting. They're counting.
Two big Johns on one clock.
Hogan's here. That ring wraps is here.
He's on 2.
He's on 3, yeah, 2 started.
Come on.
It's 3-2.
See, I would win this normally. You know
Big
what I mean?
John, let the side down here, mate. Come on.
Come on, Johnny. Smash them down.
It's 4-2 right now. 5-2, come on, John. We'll give you 5-3.
What? Who's on what? Who's on what?
5-3.
Johnny's on 5, you're on 3.
No, are you letting the lads ring?
You can have a sip. What? You can have a sip.
You can have a drink, come on.
Go on then. Big.
6-5.
My money's on Big John.
6-5, yeah?
He's creeping round the corner.
6-6.
Look, he ain't fucking about now.
This is your 7th try.
He's cheating.
8-7, they keep making it up. That's your 9th one, yeah? It's the 9th, but they we got it on the camera, John. 9-7.
Oh, here we go. That's where it gets fucking serious.
Get that, ain't a camera trick.
Empty, there we go, there we go.
9.
Right, he's on 10.
He's on 10.
9, Johnny, you chill on.
9. I'm on 9.
What's the the table?
How long's left?
You're still getting the 2 minutes.
3-3.
1.5 minutes, 20 seconds to go.
He's drinking. No.
He's on 11, you're on 11.
No, 10.
It's 11, that's his
Number 11.
This is 10.
That's 11-7. 11-10, come on, 10 seconds, come on. 11.5.
Fucking hell.
12, come on.
Drinking.
Come on, Peter.
John, turn it on now, turn it on.
That's it, it's a wrap, 2 minutes. Hey.
Look.
I've got now about 13, I've got now 13, 11 or 12. Wait, I'm under the table, please.
Alright, that was a 10-8 round to your boy.
Hold up a minute. These prawn crackers are smaller.
Listen, I'm a sprinter. He's a marathon runner. I was always going to win this event.
You've got a lot more experience.
We'll see you still eating prawn crackers at the end of the night.
Yeah, if you get him at the end, he'll be going.
Oh, that's only the first challenge.
First round. I'm one man down.
Fishes versus food challenge.
I'm not going to be here for long, but I've got to make an impact while I'm here. Do you know what I mean? I can't stand the mic for more than an hour.
But you got to say one thing. I didn't have to take refreshments.
No, it's true.
You know what I mean?
But
what's the
I
rules?
established the rules.
We've got to have rules, haven't we? Refreshments or no refreshments.
But by the end of the night, you will be
I reckon
still
Tom
eating.
would have done you.
We didn't get Singapore fried
Tom.
noodles, did we?
Look, listen, what it is, you're warming up, right? You know what I mean? The main event's on in a minute, right? And when that starts, obviously, I'm going to
Hold up a
win.
minute, look.
Listen,
There's half-eaten crackers here as well.
Oh, recount, recount,
He's had a nudge.
recount.
He's had a nudge, isn't he?
VAR.
another one at the beginning. That was the one at the beginning you didn't finish. That was why you didn't finish. But
You got to call this a draw then, because I'm eating crackers.
I know this is a 12-round fight. I'm not getting past round 4, so I've got to do the work at the
He's one
beginning.
round up.
I'm
I'm warming up nicely.
I've got to knock him out in the next round.
Alright, alright.
I'm not being
game
knocked
over.
out. There's no way I'm being knocked out. I'm here for the distance.
You're going the distance. Going the distance with the Singapore fried noodles and the kung po prawns.
You're getting all the Singapore rice.
You're going to have to order some. And then what are them ribs? What they call the bones of the dragon.
He's got capital ribs. He's got capital ribs.
Anything that involves bones.
The bones of the dragon, they're like really crispy ribs. They're
That's what I
delicious.
said.
CPR.
Well,
I'd said that
we're
earlier
about
on.
to find out.
Live on camera, I'll be choking on a kung po prawn.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
I'll get you some views.
Right, just picking this back up here in, shout out the Blue Orchid here in Romford.
The best Chinese in the world, by the way. It's the governor here. Blue Orchid, Romford, on the roundabout. Nowhere else to go.
The restaurant, unreal. We've got one more course to go. 2 more.
No, we've got 3 more.
3 more. 3 more.
3 more courses.
Two, we've got
I'm
our
done. That duck has done me.
We've got our mains, you've got your fritters, you've got your coffee.
And the after 8.
And then you've got your after 8s and your port.
Yeah.
Right, let's talk reflection from the weekend.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'll grab the word with you unexpectedly
Thank you
before,
very much
as
for
he was
that.
about to ring walk actually.
Yes, thank you.
So, as it was going on, how did you feel?
I thought very nervous beforehand, but as soon as the bell went, it was okay. I mean, Danny Whitaker did come to fight. He's quite elusive. He's quite a skilled boxer, but I knew Johnny was trained hard, and he looked like he was in the zone. So I didn't really have any worries. As soon as the fight started, I was able to enjoy it for once. So it was good performance.
And when you're in there and your dad's watching, are you aware that kind of he's there, or he's just blank it all out?
Well, I was walking into the ring behind the stage, and I just see him standing there, and you waving a camera in front of his face, and I'm thinking, bloody hell,
He said that.
He don't want to be there. I know he don't want it, but then I walk down the ramp. Tom Skinner's there. Tom's there with fist pumping or whatever. And you switch off when you're in that zone. Nothing else matters, which is a good thing about it. Once the bell goes, any nerves or apprehension, it's just another fight. It's like you spark all your preparation. It all comes down to that.
Tom, you was there the other night. Yeah, look, it's baby steps to Johnny at the minute. 3 fights in.
It's, it's the first fight I've actually been there to watch Johnny support him, and it was brilliant. You know, it was a brilliant night. Eddie had a fantastic show as always, and mate, he's building his way up, and he's going to have a very, very big career. And I'm just as a mate, like I'm double proud of him. He's smashing it. It's brilliant to watch.
I think we've spoken about this before. The most judged division in boxing is the heavyweights, because listen, whether you've learnt something from it or not, if you're not knocking them out, you get judged. And I think you accept that, didn't you?
Yeah, but I'm not bothered if I don't knock people out, because I'm here to win. Winning is the only thing that matters. If I went through now and had 3 fights and 3 wins and looked good and boxed well, that's just as good. But the bonus is I can knock people out as well. So that's a win. That's a win-win. You win and you knock someone out. Everyone wants to watch it.
Who would you want to fight next?
Anyone Eddie Earl thinks is good. I've got a good few names in the mix. Eddie Earl and Sam
His
Jones.
main coach to fight.
Yeah, I've got to fight the Kung Po Prawns and the Singapore fight.
What about Alan?
Listen, Alan's a great fighter. I've got massive respect for him. That fight with Mark Bennett, we're all going to have to fight at some point. It's all going to happen. But listen, I'm not in the
that'd be a
business.
good next fight. I don't know, right?
I'm not in the business of calling people out, because it's not the way to do
Yeah,
it.
but you're in the wrong business if you're not calling people out, Johnny. You've got to be honest.
I
You are.
don't need to call
No,
people
but at
out.
some point in your career, you're only 3 fights in. You're going to have to call people out.
Yeah, maybe I do, but right now I don't, and I'm building up. And there's some great names out there, other prospects coming up. And if we all want the same thing, one time we're going to have to
Fight at the right time.
Yeah, at the right time.
Prospects or other good boxers.
And you
at
see
the right time.
you see my nature in the ring. When Danny Whitaker, I accidentally caught him on the way down. I'm an aggressive person, but I'm not a disrespectful person. And I know what I've got to do. I know I'm a boxer, and I know I've got to fight these people. But I'm not in the business of doing that. That's just not the way I am. So I can't fake it.
Well, I'll go on to Big Johnny. John, you know as well as anyone that boxing is a business, and calling people out and trash talking and all this kind of bollocks, that sells, and that ultimately leads into bigger purses, more views, etc., and why promoters want to put fights on.
I agree with you. I don't think Johnny will have to do that, because his knockouts will get him what he needs to get at. That'll get him the money he needs. People want to see knockouts, and every time he fights, there's a big chance he's going to be a knockout. So that's the selling point.
And you just said calling people out and all this bollocks. I don't talk bollocks. I talk facts.
Here we go.
I don't try and chat bollocks.
I will say one thing though. Right? You've not had anyone push your buttons yet.
No, yeah, it might be
So
different.
when someone does push your buttons, we will see
You
a
want people
difference.
to push my buttons, it's these two. That's it.
No, but I'm being serious. When you have an opponent that is giving it to you in press conferences during a build-up to a fight week, it may be a different story. I think that's a fair comment, to
It
be
is,
honest.
it might be, but
It won't happen,
it doesn't happen. They can't wind me up.
Remember this, because
Trust me, you won't wind him up by talking.
No.
You see the raging bull in the ring. That's when you see the raging bull
I
in the
won't get
ring.
wound up, because the more I don't get wound
talk.
up, the more they'll get wound up.
Yeah.
So I want to be feeding their fire.
Johnny, honestly,
I'll be able to come back with them.
getting wound up now, like,
but
yeah.
I ain't going to get wound up. It's all fun and games.
all right, we'll
He wants
see.
to see, we'll see.
No, I
We'll
don't
see in
want
a
to
couple
see it.
of
I'm
years.
just saying, from experience of watching fight.
saying it might happen.
It may happen if somebody could tip you over the edge.
Could do, but it's not at the minute, so why worry about things that haven't happened? All that matters right now is I've got a week off and I'm eating what I want. That's all that matters.
Oh, I've seen more like feistiness in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, but you know why, Kugan? Because the food's coming up.
No, I'm alright. Fuck a Diet Coke.
Food, that gets him going.
I've got a Diet Coke coming. I've ordered one already. Thank you very much.
I think one thing people have pointed out, I spoke to you about this in that little 3 minutes we had, that because you're a very good talker and you don't, like I said, you don't talk bollocks, you just kind of, you talk, but you talk very articulately, and I think obviously that comes from your education, etc., etc.
Yeah, it does. It's important to talk well, and that's part of who I am. I talk well, I've been educated well, but at the end of the day, I've been backing it up so far, and that's a good thing. I've had 3 fights, 3 knockouts. That could change, and I know that in myself. I talk well, but I'm also realistic about where I am. And I've got people around me who can talk, like this man. And this man has been supporting me along the way.
He could be your hype man. You don't have to do anything.
Well, I've got Sam Jones and I've got Tom Skinner. He doesn't get much better. I don't need to talk. I just need to fight. Yeah.
And if they fail, you got Big John.
Big John.
My fighting days are finished.
Right, where's his chicken balls?
Alright, we'll come back for part 3 in a second. This is basically why we're here today, because the Kung Pao prawns have just turned up. Let me have a little look.
Classic. Look.
They're ones there.
Look at them.
Kung Pao
Don't eat them all. Want some?
gorgeous. There's more coming.
John, we want to see you eating one and giving us your review.
Right.
Oh, eat a half. It's being sensible.
I'll eat a half because I'm etiquette.
How are we looking?
Different cars.
Out of 5, 6.
There we go.
6 out of 5. 6 out of 5.
The best Kung Pao prawns in the Blue Orchid in Romford.
6 out of 5.
Tom, you had a bit of Kung Pao?
I'm full up. I can't even move, honestly. But I'm going to make some room for the prawns. I promise you. You can't come in and have the prawns.
Come on, have a
Got to have a Kung Pao
I'm going to have a couple of prawns.
So, I've got to rate this Chinese as probably the second best Chinese I've ever been to.
Where's the best?
Where's the best?
I was talking to you about it earlier. Who was I talking to about it?
Me.
Chang's.
Changs. I've heard of
Changs, where's
Is that Manor Park?
Yes,
yeah, Manor
correct.
Park.
Yeah.
That's my favourite Chinese. I'll never go. But this is a close second.
No, this is the governor. This is the governor.
All right, mate.
This is number one.
No, but they're Google sponsors the other one.
Cougars.
I don't know. I ain't been there in 2 years, so
I'm trying to get some money off the bill.
Number one.
I'll tell you what. Oi, that one's going to tip me over the edge. Do you know what? Fuck them. This is the best one. So, obviously you're on. You've not ate as much as I thought you was going to eat.
If
you see what I've ate today?
Mate, honestly, for lunch.
Oh, the whole day.
I'm in the middle of eating my life.
Excuses. We was in here to have an eat off, and Tom and Johnny have both fell by the way.
Tell them what we've
I
had.
don't want to know what
We've had burgers, macaroni and cheese, dirty chips, we've had wings, we've had ribs, right? And that was before we got here. Then we had fry-ups.
Shout out burgers, wings and ribs. Jack
Oh
Phil.
yeah, well done. Thank you for burger ribs and I'm not in a drink. I'm not in a drink. Burger ribs, burger wings and ribs. I've got enough.
Well, I'll tell you what, them prawns are unreal. Kung Pao prawns here at the Blue
Got to spread
Orchid.
the word. We want to bring happiness to people, and you've got to eat Kung Pao prawns.
Spread the word.
If you live in the Romford area or any of the surrounding areas,
Blue Orchid. Romford.
Blue Orchid,
Romford.
come here. Name drop Johnny Fisher for a 40% discount. That was a joke. If you name drop Tom Skinner, you don't pay fuck all.
They'll track you out, that's why.
Head first.
Right, yeah, just in conclusion, have you got a fight date coming up?
Yeah, so I've been told I can have a few days off. I'll be back in the gym by the end of the week. And
Are we going to go to the gym in the morning now?
yeah, we'll go gym in the morning, do a bit of weights. But Sam Jones and Eddie Earn, they're getting it all sorted, and I'll be out 2 more times this year, I've been told. So regular and often, and that's what I've got to do. I've got to keep building.
Final word to you, Big John.
Just disappointed that they're not eating as much as what they should have. See, I lost the round 1 with the prawn cracker challenge, but I I'm storming it.
Yeah, but Stuart's inquiry on that one because we saw a few loose crackers there.
Thank you.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
one, he stopped eating at the beginning
I
of
don't know about that. Don't know about that.
Oh, no, I won't deny, I'm a marathon, he's a marathon job, I'm a sprinter. He will keep going and going and going and going and going and going.
We are have a pie and mash off though.
Yeah.
Pie and mash off definitely.
What, pie and mash challenge?
Yeah. Me and Big John have been talking about the pie and mash challenge for about a year now, and we're still not had it.
We were talking about it, then COVID hit, and we couldn't go to pie and mash. But now we can.
How many pies do you reckon you'll do?
I could do 10 pies.
It's the mash that's the problem.
10 pies.
What? So is it 10 pies and 10 mash we got to do?
I don't know, the mash going to be hard with a mash. It's going to be hard with a mash.
Why don't we do right? We just keep getting them one on one, and then we keep going.
The mash will kill you.
I left that.
The mash will kill you.
Right.
The mash is
Well,
what
we'll be there to film this shit.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
just so you know. Right, well anyway, the camera's going off now. There's still fucking loads of food here.
We've got to have a 20-minute rest and we'll go and get it.
There we go.
pleasure.
Thank you very much for your hospitality.
no problem,
And
Kugan. It's been a pleasure.
listen, we'll catch up with you guys again soon.
Thanks, Kugan.
Thanks for coming down.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for paying for our meal. Cheers.
No problem.
Bosh.